This video ends when Escanor passes out from exhaustion, and I will be doing this in the same format I've always done it. I haven't done one of these in a while, actually. I will, but I will be cutting between matches. Usually I go in and, I even keep like, right after the match so you can see that I haven't, skipped one. I'll just, at the end of the video, keep the number 26 in mind. This is how many matches I've already played this week. And, just add on how many matches is going to be in the video so you just know. I didn't skip any matches or anything. It's just that those times in between add too long of a stretch to the video. So I'm just going to be cutting them out. And the team I'm using is, the usual. There hasn't been much of a variety you can do for Escanor. But here is why each character. So let's do a stance here, and we're just gonna go straight into Bon first of all. Yep. So red Arthur over green Arthur might be the first question, like why red Arthur, why not green Arthur? Answer is simple. Green Arthur doesn't have dupes. Green Arthur is a character that has never been in a banner. He was just given out a dupe or one copy. So having basically the same character, like Red Arthur and Green Arthur are extremely similar characters. So having basically the same character, but instead, I am using a character with higher dupes, it felt more worth it. That is exactly why. There's no other reason. I think that will kill Bon. And if it doesn't, then this will. I would have gone for him. Nice. That will lower ult gauge on both Escanor and I forgot his name, Collab Boy. That's fine then for me. Red Arthur and Green Arthur is extremely similar characters, so I felt like, whatever, I'm just gonna use Red Arthur for the extra CC. Plus, he does give a little bit extra damage. Not that it's that relevant, but it is somewhat relevant. Also, the links, Escanor is in fact using Tarmiel link. Not that it matters because he's been sealed, so not that it matters right now. But he does have that. This is unfortunate. I would like... don't drop him. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. And that should kill. He's disabled, so I'm not scared he will... If he one-shot Escanor right there, that would have been it. That would have just been it for the video. First match, a win, but still he died. Tarmiel Link, for one, makes people less inclined to attack Escanor straight up, because he has Tarmiel Link. And for two, even if they do go for him straight up, well, he's way better protected. So that is why Tarmiel Link on Escanor over... I mean, I've always said this, Tarmiel Link on Arthur is not good. Whenever I use it, it's because, I'm not going to use it on anybody else, so I might as well use it on Arthur just to have it on someone. Like, Tarmiel Link is so blatantly overpowered that even if it's on a character I don't really want to have it, I might as well, right? But then, in this case, ask her, even if it's being sealed, it's still worth having on him. It is still worth having on him. Okay. So, I can't attack with Escanor on tier, unfortunately. He's still crit lowered. So, how about we actually just do this and clean up a bunch of cards. And then, next turn, right, we will actually have an opportunity to get, a high rank bond card to just straight up one shot that's here. That's my idea here. Escanor team isn't the best. Escanor is great, but you know, the team isn't the best, so even though he's super powerful, we might struggle for matches like these against like actual really good teams like Ragnarok. That's a full heal for Arthur. That's a disable on tier. You know, might be worth actually doing this. I think that will kill her. She has 4 flames. Yeah, it would definitely. She has 4 flames. So that's a goner right there. No more buffs for you. Escanor heals a little bit as well. Yeah, crit chance lower from Ban is... It's crazy because when Ban came out, I genuinely thought the crit chance lower was not going to be that relevant. But tier is so crazy that it is. Like, you crit chance lower him and you try to manipulate the match in that direction. It's super, super worth having it. Didn't think it was going to be that big of a deal. Lost Bane. Okay. Yeah, Arthur taunt every single first turn because we gotta protect Escanor. I forgot. I was gonna say something. Yeah. Oh yeah. One reason why as well is because, you know, crit chance lower is fine and all, but a meta relevant character at the time was still Purgatory Melee, and Purgatory Melee not only has a Pierce card, which critting is also good, but it doesn't need to crit to do like a lot of damage. He could cleanse. So, you know, all the times you end up just cleansing the crit chance lower. But now, because of tier, it is actually really relevant, which either it was planned or it's just a pure coincidence. I could believe either way. Sometimes I can see like the devs have a design or like a clear vision for something, and it's only really something you end up noticing or understanding months later. Like some characters drop with the specific purpose of a certain activity or specific purpose of being good with a certain character, and you won't know until that thing happens, right? And I don't know if in this case it is what happened. They knew Ban was going to be good against tier in that regard, or it just happened to be that way. It was lucky, but either way, it worked, so. But, okay, maybe not, because they did drop Ban with the intent of it being removed, like, very soon after applying it by using the snipe card, and after the buff, it became a thing, where it's, like, more emphasized. So maybe it was just lucky that Escanor, not Escanor, sorry, tier actually is very well affected by it. Because you can go in on tier, debuff him like this, and then attack again, and he will still have the debuff. Although, ideally you're not doing that because you don't want to lower his HP too much. If you lower his HP enough that he gains all the crit chance back, then what's the point? I feel like I have to mention this just in case, you know. A lot of people might not know this because, you know, it just happened and not everyone keeps up with every, like, news video. Tier was changed in its text. The unit itself wasn't changed. He always worked like this, but now we know because the text changed. The lower his HP per each, like 1% of HP lost, he gains 1% crit chance. This was always a thing, but it wasn't like in the text, so we couldn't have possibly known because it's also on attack. You know how his ability to gain up to 50% attack doesn't display. It only really, you know, you only really end up seeing it you know, on the attack itself, so it doesn't display on the character, so you'd never know, right? He also, the cheeky guy, gained up to 100% crit chance, or sorry, 99, because, you know, 100 is dead, but up to 99% crit chance by existing and having low health. So he gets 50% attack and up to 99% crit chance. And that part wasn't displayed anywhere. I guess you wouldn't know. Like you just think, wow, he's really critting. He's lowered by Ban by 100%, And he hit all crits. Wow, how is that possible? You know, I guess that's the biggest clue you'd have. But yeah, insane to me that they would forget such a huge detail about the character. Oh well, overworking the devs a little again, I guess. The 3 devs, man, they want to see their family so bad, but they need to remember to include the full passive on a character because not enough time. Crank out 1 unit every 2 weeks for the 3 people involved is just too crazy. It is one of those parts where I just take out the video because like my 3 characters versus just 1 soul, like, poor back unit. But you know, that's not that kind of video this is, right? Ends when Escanor is deceased. Just like, you know, I won't say anything. Okay. I do wonder, you know, how many people have chosen to go with LRing Escanor over Lost Vein. It's a shame because now we just also got leaks that Demon King Zeldris and Demon King Melee are possibly the next festival. Not them together, but either or. And if it is Demon King Zeldris, then Lost Vein got even more, possibly even more reason to be used over Escanor. Although we don't know, you know, there is a chance that Demon King Zeldris will not be a character that will be usable with Meliodas. I saw like a great idea on the comments of that video, of the leaks, that what if Demon King Zeldris has a commandment only passive, right? So like, you know, Meliodas and who else doesn't have a commandment? Meliodas, I guess. Kusok, Chandler, those characters wouldn't work with the Demon King Zeldris. It would make sense because Demon King Zeldris is all about the commandments, right? It would make sense. So they would have to like, it'd be like Estarossa, and they would have to like release new commandments. They would be forced to, right? That would be cool because, you know, I've been wanting a new launch speed or something, like a new Glocks. Like there's, bro, commandments are not something we should be missing in the game. You know, there's so many, and a lot of the commandments are well beloved. Monspeed, bro. Monspeed is like such a good character. And Glocks, Droll, like those characters, because we haven't had units for them for a while, maybe people don't think too much about them, but they were hype characters when they came out. Even Glocks, like Red Glocks was a hype character when he came out. Much more hyped than a Ragnarok unit. So, I would love that. I would like the character to be so restrictive like that, maybe, but I would love the idea of more commandments being added to the game, because, bro, it's been so long. The last commandment we've had is like, what? Estarossa. And he's not even a commandment. He does have a commandment, right? So that's what I'm saying, like, but he's not really a commandment, you know what I mean? Like, he technically is, but he, at that point in time, he was already like transitioning into Mael and stuff, you know? I don't know. Just for clarity for the ones that are going to be confused about what I said. Obviously, Estarossa is a commandment. Obviously. But no, that version of Estarossa was already like transitioning into becoming Mael. Still a commandment, but I don't know, feels like a true commandment character hasn't released in a while. You know, when was the, apart from Estarossa, when was the last commandment character? Was it Festival Zeldris? No, there must have, like, Melascula, right? Like Green Melascula? Yeah, Green Melascula came out like a little bit before Estarossa did. So yeah, Green Melascula. Melascula already has 3 characters, because obviously, like, they had to capitalize on woman, but... Could this kill? I don't know, for me, like, a commandment I am really waiting for is a new Monspeed. Monspate has one of my favorite voice actors of all time. And he's just a good character. He's all around just a good character, you know? A really solid character. From beginning to end, he's just cool. I don't mind Derriere either. She already has 3 versions as well of base, but I would like new names, because those characters are old. Unless they were to actually buff the characters, like the stats and stuff, like they're just too old. So they would have bad stats. Arthur. Unalived. Not good. Let's just take out the Lost Vein before he becomes troublesome. Now that Escanor is immune to debuffs, he will not be slightly threatened by a Ban, so it's whatever. Yukimos. Could have gone with Roxy on this team as well. But in terms of like protection, right? I want Escanor to live. Ideally. So Arthur for protection is better, and I guess I could, if I'm like a psychopath, I could use Escanor, Arthur, Roxy. Ban is too good. To pass up, Ban is just way too good, so I can't go with that. This is the ideal. More ideal would be Green Arthur, because he also gives crit defense, and he cleanses a little bit, but, you know, the CC part is bad. Oh no. Oh no. Let's take out the revive already. Oh, the difference in HP from not having Ban is crazy. Actually crazy. Like DN, the past match DN was like not even close to the amount of HP that this one lost. Okay. Would the Ban, I think the Banavuchi would kill the DN, right? So we're just gonna, I'm gonna go for her. I'm gonna taunt first, remove the shield. Removing the shield. Wow, how nice. Yeah, the difference in HP is insane. Actually insane. It's kind of nice also having what's her face, Easton. Knowing that the enemy can never, like Lost Vein had 4 ult gauge, right? Knowing that the enemy can never, upon one of them, you know, the season, combine cards into an ultimate is just so good. It's so good. So with that being said, let's make sure you are gone. Again, Lost Vein will lose 2 ult gauge. Just because he loses 2 ult gauge, not just 1. It's even more of a guarantee right there. Like if Lost Vein can't get the cards to combine into an ult, like it's over. It is literally over. Oh no, the shield. Not the perfect cube. I was thinking yesterday, I don't know why I was remembering this, but there was a team at some point of Green Merlin, Valenti, Green DN, and Green Lilia? Or was it Green Lilia in the front? I don't know now. Or was it Green? I think Green Lilia was in the front, and then Green Gale Thunder was in the back. Just a mono green team, right? And how much that team terrorized PvP, because it was like the damage reduction and everything. There was no real damage reduction. It was just lowering, right? But all the lowering and stuff was so problematic. It was basically impossible to deal with for a little while. You have to do like very specific setups to deal with it. It is really crazy to think that like now we have teams that have way more tanking capability now. Way more. Like demons lower you by so much more. And they have like damage reduction, right? This team has insane damage reduction. Ban himself alone has 40, and in the end provides 40 to the whole team, and then Ban provides 20 to the rest of the team as well. Like, the tanking capabilities nowadays are so much more insane, but also the characters hit so much harder, right? I don't know what I was thinking about that. Weird memory, I guess. Not a pleasant one, I'll tell you that. Alright, Ban absolutely destroys with this. Level 2 here. Level 2 snipe card is insane. Like, post buff, level 1 snipe card for Ban is also very strong. But even pre-buff, the level 2 snipe is crazy. The way it multiplies. How much more attack is it? I'm gonna check real quick. The way the damage multiplies is insane. 150 to 250. Yeah, it's a huge jump. Like, the thing is, usually, it's more bang for your buck to use 2 level 1 cards over. Let's do this, and I'll kill both. It's usually more bang for your buck to use 2 level 1 cards over 1 level 2 card. Usually, right? But in this case, not even close. Like, a level 2 card is way better than 2 level 2 cards. 2 level 1 cards, sorry. Way better. I mean, when you're attacking a Tormir Link character, generally it is better to the level 2 because they're gonna heal in between the attacks, right? But even then, a lot of the times, even through Tormir Link units, it might be better doing 2 level 1s. But with Ban, it's like, not even close. The level 2 is so much better. And again, pre-buff it was also the same case, but for a different reason, right? Pre-buff, you had to do a level 2 over doing 2 level 1s because you'd remove the debuff, right? Doing the snipe card removed the debuff, so you kind of had to. But, yeah, dealing with this right here is the same as before. Like, what I should do is remove the buffs from the Nashi out of Freya, and then let Ban take care of it. A little concerned, not gonna lie, a little concerned over Tyr going at it on Escanor and Freyr as well, now that we don't have a taunt. But we have Tormir Link, and they don't have ceiling for healing, so should be alright. It should be alright. We have plus 8% health as well from Easton. Plus 8%. Yeah, we're chilling. Tormir Link will be our grand savior here. And the crit chance lower, my god. But yeah, if I didn't have crit chance lower on Tyr, he was dead. No questions asked. He was dead. So, pretty huge. We haven't seen this one yet. A Bond team with Lost Vein in the end. That's crazy. Almost forgot the correct order here. That is truly insane. Who would have thought? Strategy. I mean, the only reason why this team even begins to work is the idea of Easton. Right? If not for the fact that I can confidently get, you know, the kill in the end and make them lose ult gauge, it would just not work. Because here, Lost Veins got the ult. If I couldn't take care of the end, it would have been over. But what is the best thing to do here? Do I need to stress? Oh no, Lost Vein loses ult gauge because of Arthur. I guess Arthur is pretty good here, huh? I was only thinking of Arthur in that, you know, in that way of, oh, he's here for he's here for the CC. He's not that much better than Green Arthur. Other than this, right? Ah, Mr. Crit. But the fact that they lose ult gauge by attacking Arthur is actually pretty nice. It's pretty convenient. Pretty convenient. He's dead though. Yep. Unfortunate. What to do? What to do? I have to do this. Really want to go for Lost Vein, but I should not. Let's do this right here. Really want to go for Lost Vein because he has 4 flames as well, but I shouldn't because critting him is not ideal. Not ideal. Put a target on you. Maybe I should put a target on Lost Vein, but it's whatever. Oh, no Zeldris has the. I should have noticed with the extra ult gauge, but the Merlin in the back. Zeldris is just way too good with Bond though. It's like not only you're lowering them with Bond's passive, but also Zeldris Relic is just way too good. Okay, now I have to kill Lost Vein. There's no way around it. If Bond combines card... I forgot I only had 2 cards, not 3. No. I only had 2 cards, not 3. No. Damn it. Are you kidding me? And AI as well. Oh, that's so stupid. That is so stupid. That is the dumbest way I think I ever ended one of these videos. I genuinely forgot I only had 2 cards to play. Like, that Escanor level 1 would have killed Lost Vein. Like, no question. It would have killed... Alright. You wanna make the math to the matches. I mean, I wouldn't lie about having a match that I cut off where I lost because... Like, this is way too embarrassing. Like, this is peak embarrassment. I would cut this one if I was to cut a match. I don't care. That was funny though.